Hi and welcome back to another video. My name's Emily and this is my YouTube channel, Simple Stitcher. I'm really excited that you found your way here to watch another one of my videos. I've got a little bit of stitching that I've done over the last week, which I was going to take you through. No purchases. I've got some purchases today, but I haven't purchased any charts or anything since my last video. Just a side note, if you can hear a conversation going on in the background, that's Craig working. It's Friday here today, and so obviously he's working from home and he's got a work day. He's on the phone with a client. So I guess we'll jump into it. So I worked on 3 projects over the last probably week and a half since my last video. During the week at night, I haven't got a lot of stitching done because we've been watching MasterChef, which Craig and I really enjoy. So, and I haven't got into that routine of taking because all my stitching is set up here upstairs in my office. And I haven't got into that routine of taking my stitching downstairs with me to do it down there, which I could do. I just feel like it's a little bit awkward. But anyway, that's a side note. So, but I've still got I've still got a reasonable amount of stitching done. So I worked on 3 projects. I pulled this one out again. I just had a mental blank about the name. I will put a photo in here of what it looks like when it's done and the name of the artist. It's a Heaven and Earth design. It's a mini. It's a really small mini. And for that reason, I'm not entirely happy with the detail that's coming out of it. It's not any fault of the charting, so to speak. It's just that it's such a small pattern. The stitches are really big. That's what it's called. It's called Waiting for the Tide. And so it's just losing the detail. So this is what I've done. So I'd previously done, so what I did was I basically finished from here across and then started on this section here. And it is a really small one. It only goes another block down there, but it's quite long, so it goes across to somewhere around here, but it's a really small chart. The reason I started this one was because I wanted to try 10 stitch, and this is 2/1 10 stitch on Magic Guide. I'm going to finish it because I've bought the chart and it's not that big, but I'll be interested to see what the detail looks like when it's done. His face here should be a whole lot more defined if you look at the image compared to looking at here and it just sort of looks like a blur. That pink dot there is actually his nose, supposed to be his nose, I think. And it's just, you just lose the definition. But I'm going to finish it. And the reason I picked this up again is because I got the missing DMC colours, the new colours that have been issued. And so I've got the colours. And could keep going with this. So I did a few blocks and then I've put it aside again. It's not my favourite piece, but like I said, I will finish it. Okay, the second piece that I worked on, which I'm actually hoping to have finished this weekend, and is for the little bit of what I bought a little bit of stash for, is my Couray Better Couray monthly stitch, which I'm switching around the season. So this is the one I've chosen for May to match with Southern Hemisphere. So I think the last time we saw it, I'd done the bird and this top mushroom. So I finished off the little leaves, I've put in the brown mushroom and done this mushroom here, and I've got one more to finish here, which won't take long. It's just a little bit of white. And then I've got the basket. And I just love these. These are just such a quick stitch. They're so wonderful. I've chosen my own colours. And I just picked a variegated gold autumny colour for this these leaves, which I'm really, really pleased with the way they turned out. So that's that. So I've just got a basket and that. So I'm hoping to get, like I said, I'm hoping to get this done this weekend. I've just got to fill in the wording, finish that mushroom and do the basket. And then I'd like to get it finished up so I can display it on my little easel that I got from Spotlight. I went to Spotlight today and I got 2 ribbons to go with finishing it. I haven't got the fabric. I'm going to finish it the same way I finished my other one, in the same sort of style, but I haven't got a back fabric to go behind this one yet. But I did choose the ribbons. So I chose a narrow red with white polka dots. And because there's red and white polka dots in the mushrooms toadstool, so I thought that was cute. And then I got this black ribbon, which I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it. I'm just going to unstick the plastic. I'm accumulating a little collection of ribbons. So it's like crimped. So I'm going to do a bow and decorate with that. So I'll have these two combined somehow. And I think it should look quite pretty. Just keeping with the black and the red that's in here. I tossed up using yellow or gold or brown, but decided to stick with that. I've got to get a backing fabric, but I'll go to my local knitting stitching store. She has quilting fabric as well, and I'm going to get a small piece of fabric from her that'll fit with this this style. But I decided to stick with the red and the black. I did toss up with the brown or the autumn yellow, but I decided not to. So I got these ribbons to go with that. And then when I was there, I got, even though I got some already, I couldn't remember which ones I had. And it turned out there was so there was 11 missing that were on back order with my local needlework store. But I ended up deciding I went to Spotlight and they had all of the new 35 DMC except for number 19. So I've now got duplicates of some because I couldn't remember which ones I already had, and the needlework store's got some on back order for me, which I will still buy from them because that's not right to order it through them and then not purchase it when they get it in. But I'll probably have a set that I'll sell through Stash Unload with the number, but it will be missing number 19 because I couldn't get number 19 here. So I'm hoping my LNS can get the 19 still. So I got these. So I've now got all of the colours. So I've got the older 12 or 15 colours, and now I've got the new, all of them except for number 19 of the new 35. And they're really pretty colours. So I've got that. And then the other thing that I worked on over the last couple of weeks was my chatterling. So I loaded a tutorial on the round trees in the border, which I will link. If I can do it, I'll do it in the video. Otherwise, I'll link it in the description box below. So you can go check out that, and this is where I'm at. I'm going to flip you around and show you because it's just easier than holding up my big 1 meter frame. So I'm going to flip you around and I'll show you where I'm up to. This is where I'm up to. Excuse the wobbling of the camera. I need to backstitch my little cricket, which I haven't done. And then I've put in the round stitches. The round trees with the Jessica stitches, and put in this corner. I think it's a corner cypress. I think she calls it a cypress or something since the last one. So I've got the border to finish here, which is a replication of this one here. So that goes around there. And then I've got a tiny bit of beading. There's a bead here, but I'm not putting that in yet, I don't think. And then I've got a couple of Jessica stitches to go in here, and then I think that's done. That corner's done. So I'm really keen to get this one finished. So I'm pleased with how it turned out. I think it looks really pretty. You'll note with mine, which I didn't mention in the tutorial, because I'm working off a paper chart, which I've mentioned quite a number of times. There's a difference between the paper chart and the PDF. I don't know if it's the paper chart version that I got when I ordered my kit and then the PDF's been updated or what. But anyway, in the PDF, there's no gap. There's no gap between the round trees and this border. But in the paper chart, there is a gap. The tree trunk, because this line here, this cream, is on this side of the gold border. So there's actually a gap here. So these all finish in the same spot. This is all this outer bit is exactly the same, but there's just a gap, a row in between. So if you're looking at your own corner, make sure you check on your pattern whether there's a gap between the tree trunk and the inner border here. I didn't know what to call it, because otherwise you might find you get a little bit confused. It'll just make a little bit of a difference. So just be aware of that and just check it. Just check where you're supposed to be stitching according to the chart that you're following. All right. Okay. So that's it for my stitching. I feel like I got quite a bit. I feel like I got a bit done. I did okay. And I've got some plans for the coming week. I really want to finish that outer border of my chatelaine and get my little May Courette Better Courette done so I can finish that up. Hopefully I'll get that done this weekend. My goal is to get the Courette Better Courette done this weekend and make a start on finishing the chatelaine outer border. But we'll see how we go. So I hope you've enjoyed my stitching update. It's not a very long one, but it's, you know, a lot sooner than what my previous ones have been. I hope you're doing well with all of the restrictions that are going on around the world with COVID-19, and you're all well and you're getting lots of stitching time in. And I'll see you in my next video.